So we're here for a health, did I say a health bounce? We're not here for a health bounce, Tracy. We're here for a seated flow. We have a TheraBand, or you have a belt or strap or a towel or anything that's gonna help with your breath. We're gonna be here stretching and moving and doing all of the great things, staying on camera ideally, and take a little full body stretch followed by a meditation. I think we're ready now. God. Okay, my friends, let's start seated up, tall, feeling a sense of length in your spine, and then whatever you're using today for a prop, we're just gonna work that around the back body here. Okay, I've got you. Good, I need to move this screen like the tiniest bit closer, but I can see it. Yes, we're gonna, okay, perfect. So the TheraBand is gonna go across the middle back. We're gonna crisscross, and then we're just gonna hold it gently in the hands. Let your hands just rest down by your sides, and just take a breath. Just arrive here for a moment. The great thing is I can see my own mic, I can see the music. Oh, I'm so excited for my little invention here. All right, so we're gonna begin just taking a little gentle pull outward with the arms to open up your chest, and then slowly come in. Think of this less as muscular work, more as just like giving yourself some feedback surrounding your rib cage, opening your chest, maybe warming up your shoulders a little bit. I created a quick playlist, hopefully a good one for you today. I wanted that kind of chill feeling so we can go through our work and really feel like we're getting met where we need to be, yeah? Oh, I want to welcome all of the new subscribers, by the way, after all the chaos of getting started. So excited to have 500 subscribers. It's been since November 22, so just about a year to get to this point, and I really appreciate everybody who comes in. I saw a couple people late in the chat, and I want to encourage you just to chat here if you like, if you're comfortable. Let's go 3 more, because honestly, like, this is a place for connection. Good. One more time. Open it up and release, and just keep a gentle hold with a little bit of tension. We're gonna just breathe in, inhale into our rib cage like we did yesterday. Exhale, gentle feedback with your hands. Breathe in and exhale fully. Good, again, breathe in. Exhale all the way. Breathe in. This time as you exhale, add a little extra tug of the arms like we just did a moment ago. Breathing in. Exhale, press all the way out. Good, 2 more times. Breathe in. Exhale. Last one. And breathe all the way out. Okay, that feels a little better. Let's uncross the straps. Let's reach forward. We're gonna take a little bit of spinal flexion. So you just need a little bit of tension here. Bringing your chin towards your throat, rounding forward off the chair, reaching through. Big stretch of your back. And then let your shoulders slide down as you roll back up through the center. I'm gonna do this over to the side so we're all on the same page. So we kind of lift up and feel our back widening against the strap as we reach the arms forward, whether you're using a belt or yoga band, yoga strap or TheraBand, all the same intention, okay? Let's do that a couple more times. Hold your arms as wide as you like, rounding forward, reaching through, stretching out. Breathing into your back, and then roll up through the spine. Shoulder blades down, chest wide. Take your focus up a little higher. Let's go again, reaching forward. Good, just big stretch. See how far you can go. Press into your feet and roll your way up. Good. Open your arms here, and then just reach them forward. Reach them out to the side. Good. Forward and out. We want to get a little warm before we go into this full body stretch. So if you're not using a band or a belt or a strap, just move along with me. Good. I'm so excited. I put together a little extra closet in the room to put some stuff away, and because of that I was able to kind of figure out this monitor, so it feels really good to be able to be with you a little closer instead of straining over for the iPad. Good. Let's go 2. Bring it back in. And 1 more. And reach it forward, relax all the way down. Yeah, warm, huh? We're gonna take that strap right underneath our thighs. So if you've got a strap that's a little shorter, surely hold on to the edges here. If you have one that's longer, maybe you can make it a little tighter. What we want to do is start to lift up the band into this shape of a V or maybe a Y. So we're just going to go all the way up, stretching, and then all the way down, releasing. So I'm going to hold on to that band in the back of my knees a little bit, reaching up. Big stretch, trying to engage our back. If you don't have a band, the arms are fine. You can just do this with your body weight. You're opening your sternum, you're dropping your spine down the back, you're reaching through. Good. Again, lifting up, big stretch. Forward, yeah. Really good. One more time. Yes, it's like a yawning type movement, yeah? All right, with the band, crisscross here, over to the side. We're gonna pull one arm back, bend, let's say your right elbow if you're mirroring me, stretch your left arm forward and rotate. Good. And do the other side. It's gonna feel a little different on both sides. Good. And if you like the way it felt better, like you can just kind of loop it around so you have a little tension on both sides. That might feel good. Good. You might notice, Tracy, you might notice because you're a plant person, we did a little rearranging. I had a very awesome little plant personal training session yesterday. We went around the whole studio, looked at everything, did a couple of adjustments. Hopefully everybody's going to be happy. Good. One more time on each side. Are you feeling warm? Yes. Good. And all the way forward. All right, last thing. Now this might not work very well with a belt, but if you've got a band, I want to encourage you to do it. We're gonna put the band underneath your feet, and then we're taking the hands and putting an overhand grip on it. So my hand is kind of reaching over, the tails are behind, and we're just gonna do a little rowing here and then release, and that is so that you can find the engagement in your upper back. So as we go into some of our flow, yes. For the plant, see, I can read your comments, Tracy. I need my distance contacts on though, I think. I've got the bifocals now. Tell me you're 46 without telling me you're 46. Good. Woo. Good. Yeah, we went around just on a Zoom call, looked at everything, looked at all the, she got me right away. She's like, you seem like the type that likes your plants to be really bushy and full. And I was like, I feel so seen. So we did it. Good. I also made that step towards the board certification exam. It's gonna be a journey. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's do 2 more. Woo. And reach. Last one. Good. And release. All right, we can take that band and put it just off to the side. Let's not worry about it. Let's take our feet a little wider. Again, you're sitting on your sits bones. And we're just finding, let's just allow our rib cage to kind of shift to the side and shift to the side. You can hold on to your ribs if you like. Think of kind of swaying at a concert. Your spine's like seaweed. My back feels pretty tight today. And that tends to happen by the end of the week. So, yes. Oh, amazing. Happy birthday to you. I love it. I love it. Oh, birthdays deserve celebration. Here's last one. All right, come back to center. Let's take our arms down, palms facing front. Take a little side bend over. just see what's there for you in that stretch. Keep your chest open, your heart open, and then build it all the way back. And let's go to the other side. Yeah, I got a creaky chair today. Hopefully you can't hear it. All the way up. It's like animating my spine. It's like, good. And coming all the way back up to the center. We'll go one more over to the side. Reach it down. Good. And come all the way back over to the center. Okay, so this time we're going to take our forearm onto our leg. Go into your side bend. Press that knee back just a little so you're in a little external rotation. Add the other arm. So we're going to stretch it over and then pull the shoulder down to come up, and then we'll repeat that. So just looking for range. We're not in kind of Jane Fonda pulsy-Ville right now. We're looking to just see what else is there for us. So each time, maybe you reach a little farther, maybe you get a signal from your body that says to stop, and you just get satisfied with your end range, not mine, right? We're trying to keep our chest facing the front, which mine wants to rotate always. It's a nice challenge. Good. Pull it all the way in. Let's go 2 more times. Big stretch. Pulling back. Last one. And stretch. And pull all the way in, taking the hand down, reaching over to the other side. Here we go on the other side. Reach. And pull. And stretch. Good. Excellent. It's so funny. I did have a whole standing sequence planned that's just, I'm reminded of it. I think we'll get up and do it next, but I just needed to sit down after getting all the tech going for, sometimes you just need to settle for a minute, you know? Good. 2 more. Good. Last one. And pull it all the way back. Bring your feet to parallel. Hands onto the knees. Round your spine back. And then lift your spine up, chest to the sky into extension. And then round. Now this feels a little better because we've warmed up a little bit. Hopefully the same to you. You want to use those shoulder blades to draw back. Reach your knees into your hands as you reach forward. As we come up this time, let's look over the right shoulder, find a little rotation, and then round back to stretch. Going to the other direction, look up, turn, good, and round. Excellent. Couple more. Rotate, look, twist, and round. Good. And other side. And round. I want one more on each side, okay? You'll bear with me. It just feels good to get into that twist. Round it over. The good news is I've stopped flaring up from those steroids, so it makes me want to move a little bit more. Yesterday I was just a hot box. Let's round over. Good. Come all the way up. All right, into a little sun salutation-y situation. So if you're familiar with any of the yogic patterns, this is just a take on that in the seated position. We're gonna reach up overhead. As we get up there, take your palms together, lift your heart up to meet the heel of the hands, to meet the palms, so you really feel like you're creating space in your whole entire torso. Here we go. And then from here, we're gonna dive forward, reaching your chest forward for as long as you can. Bring your hands down, and then we get that awesome breath at the bottom. Let it release all the way out. Press into your feet. Just lift your chest and peek up to the sky, and then round all the way down. We're gonna do that again and continue to reach all the way up as we come up, and then lower all the way down with the arms, okay? So that's the pattern. Big breath up. We're gonna lose our music in a moment, but that's okay. Stretch, dive forward, press the arms out. Yes, take your breath. Lift your chest now. Good, lower, and then lift it up all the way overhead. Big reach, lower all the way down. Here we go again. Big breath in. Lift up tall, dive forward. Give your heart to me. Take a deep breath up. Lift your chest. Good, lower it all the way down. Let your head go, and then lift it one more time, reaching all the way up. Open, let's try to get some circulation going 2 more times like this. Big stretch, up. Dive it forward, reach. Breath in. Let it totally go, head hanging over. Chest lifts, reach. Lower down. And then stretch up. And land. Okay, last time. Here we go. Reach it all the way up. Stretch. And dive. And take your breath into your back. Exhale. Lift up halfway. Up. Lower down. And then lift up all the way to the top. Lower all the way down, and then we're gonna bring our hands palms facing each other. Rotate, actually bring your legs closer together, rotate over to the right, and then bring your elbow, your upper arm, tricep to the outside of your right leg. Press your leg into your elbow so you get that nice alignment so you're not off to the side, and then push into your palms to twist a little deeper. If you can, take your head up. Good. From here, we'll unrotate, twist back to center, come up to the sky. Let's just reach all the way overhead. Bring your palms back into the center of your chest. Rotate to the other direction, reach. And then bring it down. Open your chest here. Good. Find it, feel it. Shake your head up if you like. Good. Come all the way back to center. Big reach up. Let's take a dive forward over those legs. Rest your chest on your legs. Rest your belly on your legs. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale fully. Let's lift halfway. Chest up. Lower down, and then bring it all the way up overhead. Bring those hands back to your heart center. Rotate to the right. Side bend and bring yourself down. Now, press your palms together, and can you push your top hand into your bottom hand to get a little more stretch or twist? If you feel like this is a strong position and you want to take it a little farther, open your arms. Think of like an aeroplane, spreading your wings, twisting to the side, holding here. 3, 2, bring your hands back together. Let's come upright. Let's come back to center. Take a breath. Ooh, my hands are hot. Hot hands. Bring it over, rotate to the other side. And then bring that elbow down. Press your top hand into your bottom hand to get more rotation first. And then, if you feel like it, open those arms to the side. We're doing a lot of upper back stretches because we did a lot of upper body motion this week. Good. All right, bring those hot hands back together. Come all the way back up. And good. Send it forward. Release. Okay, bring your right leg forward. Flex your foot. And you might have to bring yourself right to the edge of your seat. Pull your toes back. We're gonna reach the left hand up. And then I want you to hinge at your hips. So keep your chest open just like we were doing with those dives as you reach down, and see if you can keep your chest lifted. Yes. Good. Press into your standing foot and your hips to lift up. So everything presses down to lift up. Let's do it again, reaching forward. Yeah, it's challenging. My hands are hot too. It's a good circulation one, right? Press down through your support systems to lift up, all the way to the top. Yeah, that is a variation on a literal chair pose. So hopefully, sometimes, as challenging as that pose is, let's do one more. Lift up. It is one of those ones that is like, if you can muddle through without pain, of course, bring it over. Let's take a deep breath in here and then let yourself round forward. If you can muddle through, I find that it just feels so good throughout the spine and the upper back. That is my opinion. Of course, if it doesn't feel good to you, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It just means maybe we have to find a different way to approach it, or maybe it's not your exercise. All right, press down through your support systems, lift up. lower down. Give me a shoulder roll here. Good. Let's reverse. Bringing the other leg forward, the left foot. Take that arm up. Chest stays lifted. I'm leading with my heart forward. Holy tight leg. Batman. What's up, Flash? What's going on? Come here. Come here. Good. Lift it up again. Maybe we'll get him on a cameo today. Come on, flashlight. Come. Probably not. He's in his chill out mode. Good. Lift it up again. And then reach. Come on, Flashy. Chest is still lifted. We're gonna do one more. Ooh, this leg is tight. And then reach it forward. First, where chest is lifted, and then we'll do a rounding over. Good. Let's roll up through the spine, pressing down through our support systems to lift up. Lower down. We're gonna take those legs out to the side. So I find as long as you're not gonna lose your balance, come on over, put your heel down, and then reach your other leg out. So you kind of have to find a sweet spot. And for sure, I do want you to kind of hold on to the chair. You can go right between here, you can go into the side. Do something that feels steady for you, because I don't want you to tilt off the chair. Our goal is to keep all of the weight really pressing down through our left hip, if you're mirroring me. And then we're gonna reach up and over this way. So we're getting that little inner thigh stretch, maybe. Good. Let's come all the way up. I'm going to move my leg back a little bit that's where I need to be. I need to be a little bit farther out. And that's based on my body's flexibility. So you might be feeling it as much as you need to right here. Good. Let's bring it all the way up. From here, rotate to face your leg, and then you can take your hand on your thigh and just lean forward. You see how I'm pressing this leg back? We're reaching forward, getting a little hip stretch. If you want to climb it down, again, only if it feels like you're not gonna fall off the chair. I used to get A's in college for falling, so I'm not afraid of falling, but I don't think it would actually complement my current situation, so I'm gonna avoid it, you know? Feels like a good idea to avoid falling right now, I think. Good. All right, let's walk it back up. Let's bring it back in. Let's go to the other side. So just a little shift off to the side, letting that leg be where it needs to be. Nice strong hold. Push down through your right leg to take your side bend up and over to get into your inner thigh stretch. Sometimes for me, it's a little bit more of a side bend stretch, outer torso stretch. But we do what we can, right? Good. Lift it up. Arms to a T. Rotate, hands on your thigh, and reach forward. Maybe you start there. Maybe you reach yourself down towards your leg and stretch. Good. And let's roll back up. From here, we're gonna just turn this top leg over. If you are not wearing a boot, you're gonna tuck your toe under and you can kind of push back to your heel. My boot won't allow me to do that. So you're just dropping your knee down towards the ground. Maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. I've got a handhold on the back of my chair here, and we're gonna sit up tall. By the way, I went to IKEA the other day. I don't know why I didn't find IKEA when I was shopping for chairs. I got this one, it's fine, but IKEA has the most beautiful chairs. I feel like I need to go back, especially since we're doing a lot of seated work, you know? All right, with your tilt, tuck your tail under so you get a lot of lift through the front of your hip. And let's just stay here for a moment. I almost want to encourage you to lean back a tiny amount so you can get the stretch in the front of your quad. And then think less of a side bend, more of a reach up, because that will help extend the stretch into your middle torso, etc. Good. Excellent. All right, let's come back to center and let's do the other side. Just kind of shift over. Rotate. You can see on this side, I'm tucking that toe under, dropping the knee down, holding on to the back of the chair for support, tuck under for a little extra length here, and then hang out in the stretch for a moment. When I say hang out in the stretch, you know, you're always trying to create length and space in your torso, but you're also trying to get a little bit acclimated. So let's stretch up. You want to give your body time to enjoy the stretch. A little back bend can help bring this into the torso too. Good. All right, bring it all the way up. Come back to center. Let's take our right ankle over our left knee and just see if you can get yourself steady on both hips, standing well on that front foot. We're gonna fold into the hips. This one got tight, that's why I stopped talking. I'm never gonna push down into my knee, but I can kind of influence, coax my thigh into an open position by just gently kind of pressing down and out as the chest stays lifted and we reach. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, ice injuries are not fun, and I've definitely had a lot of them. In fact, like as soon as I can get back on the rebounder, I'm gonna be doing a lot of health bounces because the years since, let's see, I started teaching online rebounding twice a week in 2020 during the pandemic. And so that 2020, every year since, I have not had a fall. Hold on. Okay. All right, from here, pull this leg up, cross it over if you can. If not, put it down next to the other side or next to the other leg. And then just a little twist, less about the spine on this one, more about feeling a stretch on the outer hip. You know, something else, so a couple of options are either just pressing and twisting and kind of pushing that leg over, crossing it over, or pressing it over. If you can, straighten it out. That's definitely gonna get you. For sure. That gets you. Good, all right, come on down. Yeah, those systems of balance, wait till you all see what I got for my, let's go to the other side, for my ankle rehab, my foot rehab. It's pretty cool. I can't describe it. It's like a cage of bands and things like that, but it feels like it fits with everything, so we're gonna be working it. All right, here we are, gently coaxing, lifting up. Oh, I didn't see the last part, Tracy, since she's been working out with me, haven't fallen. Yeah, there's a lot of stealth planning that happens in my classes that, here's the thing, I believe as a teacher that my classes should be really simple and enjoyable, fun, you know, challenging, effective, all of those things. But this is gonna sound like I'm bragging, I don't care. I'm very, very smart, very, very educated. And so the planning that goes into the crafting of the classes is like, looks like, you know, a beautiful mind, calculus style. In the back, if you saw what was going on in the laboratory behind me, you'd be like, oh my God. So come on up. And it doesn't have to be that complicated. Let's cross it over, bring it across. I think the deal is that if I understand how I'm working to influence your experience and promote things like balance and breath and cardiovascular health and strength training, then what happens is you get to experience those things without it having the major hurdle of all of the highfalutin anatomy speak or the, you know, the very precious scientific stuff behind it, because there are certainly some teachers who really have fun with that. Let's purse our elbows back, one more inner thigh stretch. There are some teachers who, they just like to tell you everything they know. Believe me, I would. Don't talk to me at a cocktail party, because I'm sober, first of all, and second of all, I will tell you everything I know. Could come on all the way up. So the goal is to let your information be digestible. All right, so we're gonna stand up, and in the event that you're not standing today, if you're watching this at any point in time, just mimic what we're doing in a seated position. Maybe you'll use your chair. Actually, I'll go this way. Maybe you'll use your chair and another chair, or you can reach your hands out. I just wanna do a little back stretch here. So we're gonna step back. I want you to find the place that brings you equal balance on both legs, remembering that I'm just modifying from my foot. And then your hands are on the back of your chair, your couch, whatever you're sitting on. We're gonna press down into the heel of the hands sequentially now, starting with the tailbone. Curl your tailbone under, work through your lower back. Do the best you can to work through the middle back. That's a hard one for me. working through your upper spine, and then finally adding in your head and neck in a very rounded, stretched open way as best you can. Looking for places that you need to attend to, and then reverse from the tailbone, lifting the tail, letting your lower back extend, kind of tugging along the rest of the spine. And then when you get to the bottom, reaching your chest through your shoulders, lifting your head up, and finding that beautiful stretch to the top. Let's do it again from the tail, curling under, rounding. Good, lifting. Hello, Richard. Are you moving with us today? Class will be up on replay if you missed it. You're welcome to join in. We're just finishing with stretching and meditation. Good. Let's lift your tail up. Reaching through. And bring your chest onto the sky. Good. Come back to center and just find the longest, most supportive flat back posture that you can. We're going to take your whatever hand that is, let's say your right hand to the center of the chair, and then we're just going to straighten your left leg, kind of shift weight into your hip here, and a few arm circles just to open up, reaching all the way back and around and down. Let's do 3 in each direction. Just taking your time and going in the opposite way. My cadence is always just a little faster, so if you need a slower amount of time, take all the time you need. Good. Bringing it down, let's switch sides. So we'll bend one leg, straighten the other. Your leg, the hand that's on the chair has the bent leg, and then just circle around. When you've done 3, reverse your circles. I'm just trying to use my gaze as much as I can. Good, last one. Feeling nice and warm. Let's come back to center. Bend your knees, curl your tail under, roll up through your spine to come up, standing nice and tall. And let's get ready to come into our practice. So today, since it is a chair stretch, I thought I'd do the meditation seated. If you want to do it laying down or seated in a more comfortable position, it's, be my guest, okay? Lost my shirt. Let's shift back so that you have support for your back during the practice, and just get yourself as comfortable as you need to. If you want to take a drink, if you want to take a moment just to get any of the kinks out after class, you are welcome to do that. And then once you're in your position, just be sure that your feet are grounded so that your ankles aren't crossed unless you're sitting on your hips in a lotus or a crisscross leg position. And then again, if you'd like more energy today, you might choose to place your palms up, just kind of in a receiving gesture. If you want to ground your energy today, you might have your palms down. Maybe you'll try one of each. Actually, that feels nice for me today, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. All right, let's start to calm and quiet our breath. If you are in a space that feels like it is supportive and safe enough for you to do so, I'll invite you to close your eyes. If you're not in a place where you can easily close your eyes, then just cast them downward or pull your focus inward. And just begin to quiet your thoughts, your heartbeat, through slow and steady breaths. As you breathe in, notice where the breath naturally travels to, and as you breathe out, notice where you naturally respond with some relaxation and letting go. And with each breath that follows, we're attempting to create more space, more awareness on the inhale, and more connection, support, relaxation on the exhale. In this way, I think of breathing as cultivating a sense of self-trust. We're trusting that each breath will be followed by another. We're trusting that we have the innate ability to expand and relax and support ourselves. And there's this really kind of cool esoteric idea of all of the air in the entire universe being made up as part of an enormous web. And each time one of us takes a breath, we're doing a gentle tug on that web. And maybe that tug is felt by somebody in the next room. Maybe it's felt by somebody in a country far, far away. But as humans, we have this connection that's built into us, and that can be really amplified through the use of our conscious breath. So for today's practice, we're going to use not only the power of our breath, but also the power of our ears and our senses. To begin, I'd like you just to think about the sounds and sensations that are happening right next to your body right now. Very close, maybe they're internal sounds, maybe they're external sounds. Just see if for a few breaths you can tune into what you can hear and sense that's right next to you. Being mindful of avoiding distractions from other sounds that might be happening. And next, we're going to expand our awareness to only include the sounds that are just next to us, and also to include the sounds that are also in the room around us, so our immediate surroundings. Maybe in the room where you are right now, maybe in your house. Just take a few breaths and notice. And then next, we'll expand our awareness to maybe the building we're in or the home. Just a little farther outside of our immediate surroundings. Maybe you hear a bird in your yard or a train outside. Other people moving and working. Just do the best you can to focus in on that awareness and just notice. And then from here, expanding maybe out into the town or the city you live in. Perhaps you hear an airplane or cars or traffic, wind or rain. And just noticing all of those sounds as well. Letting everything just be a part of the entire experience. And finally, we'll use our imagination to consider the sounds that might be being experienced by somebody far, far away. If you paid attention, what do you think you could hear? Allowing this symphony of sounds from very close to you to very far away to be part of your experience right now. And now we're slowly going to turn the volume down, starting by pulling our awareness back to the town or the city where we live. The cicadas are starting right now. And then bringing them back into our building or the home where we're practicing right now. Trying to pay attention only to the sounds. And then coming into the room where we are at right now. And then finally bringing our awareness away from the outside world and directly towards our own internal experience. The city of Chicago is challenging me for that right now, but that's okay. Listening to your breath. If your palms are turned up, I'll ask you to turn them both down. Start to deepen your breath, taking some inhalations in through your nose, letting a nice long sigh leave your mouth. And again, breathing in. And breathing out. Starting to wiggle your fingers, moving shoulders around. Blinking your eyes open a bit. I see joy. Excellent work. So that practice is so useful and pivotal for having a sense of influence or even control. I try not to use that word too much, but influence or control over our experience. You can hear this building can be loud at times, especially certain days of the week, and garbage trucks, and now the cicadas outside, and the birds, and all of the things. And so the ability to just pull it in and be with yourself for a moment can be such a pivotal tool that is available for you to use. So I want to challenge you to put this into play over the weekend and to just kind of think about, okay, what am I listening to? What am I letting in? What's the lens through that I want to have this experience? Which lens can I look through? Is it something that's very close to me? Is it something that integrates all of it? I can let it all be a part, or I can decide to not let everything be a part of it. So that is your challenge, and I want to thank you for practicing with me today. And let's see, I hope, okay, beautiful.